So this week, I am going to talk about the Week 1 quiz. The agenda for the Week 1 quiz is you're going to study the parts of speech, what is a subject and verb in a sentence, verb tenses, subject-verb agreement. What is a noun? 3 kinds of nouns: common noun, person, place, or thing; plural noun, more than one person, place, or thing; proper noun, nouns and titles, names of people, places, and things, usually capitalized. Which one is a noun? Ran, river, or lumpy? The answer is river, because this is a thing. Therefore, it is a common noun. Janet earned first place in the poetry competition. What type of noun is the underlined word? It is a proper noun because it is the name of a person, Janet. My aunt makes the best chocolate cake. And so this is a common noun because aunt is a person. So that is a common noun. Questions about nouns. Which one is a noun? So a noun is a person, place, or thing. And so the answer is B, river. Janet earned first place in the poetry competition. So that is a proper noun because it is a name. My aunt makes the best chocolate cake. And so that is a common noun because that is a person. What is a pronoun? A pronoun replaces a noun. A pronoun must agree with the noun it replaces, antecedent. A pronoun agrees with its antecedent. Janet is fun. She loves movies. Therefore, the pronoun she agrees with the antecedent Janet. Children are innocent, and therefore the pronoun they has to agree with the antecedent children. He or she is cute, and therefore the pronoun he or she has to agree with the antecedent a child. What is the correct pronoun to use for the antecedent children? The children played with their toys all day because theirs shows possession. What is the correct pronoun to use for the antecedent children? The children played with their toys all day because there is the correct pronoun for this sentence. John played with his or her toy all day. No, the answer is B because the pronoun his has to agree with the antecedent John. What is a subject and a verb in a sentence? The subject of the sentence comes before the verb. The dog, subject; chased, verb; the cat, object; around the yard, preposition. The subject does the action. The verb is the action. The object receives the action. The preposition shows where something is. John is the subject that does action. Road is the action. Bike is the object that receives the action. Singular subject, the coat. The coat is very warm. Plural subject, the coats. This is not, and then when you have an apostrophe S, this is not a plural subject. The subject of a sentence tells who or what the sentence is about, or who or what is doing the action. True or false? True. Which one demonstrates a plural subject? So here the answer is A because you have many coats. How are verb tenses used? Verb tenses show time, past, present. The past tense is formed when the verb ends in ed. Verb tenses show active or passive state. Verb tenses show action. And so present tense would be he shouts. Past tense, they shouted. And then active voice, the bird was run over. Passive voice, the bird was run over by the car. It's passive voice because the subject receives the action of being run over by the car. Active voice, the car ran over the bird because the car is the subject and the car is doing the action of running over the bird. And so when the subject does the action, then it is active voice. When the subject is receiving the action, it is passive voice. Which one is not true about verb tenses? Verb tenses refers to a verb being active or passive. That's true. Tenses refer to representing actions in time. That's true. But the only one not true is B. Tenses refer to how stressed the verb is in a sentence. Which one represents active verb tense? A. The child kicked the ball into the street, because the subject, the child, is doing the action of kicking the ball. Which represents passive voice? It's A. The car was steered to the side of the road. So here the car is receiving the action of. So when the subject is receiving the action, like the car is being steered by something, then it is passive voice. And when the subject is doing the action, like the child kicking the ball, then that is active voice. And so for your quiz, you have to be able to know if the subject is receiving the action, passive voice, or doing the action, active voice. Subject-verb agreement. A verb must agree with the subject in number. A singular subject takes a singular verb, a plural subject takes a plural verb. And so when you say, you cannot say I is, he are, they is, you are. You have to say they are, you are, and he is. For the quiz, which of the following is true about subject-verb agreement? The answer is A. If a subject is plural, the verb needs to be plural, like they are, we are. So they and we are plural subjects that take the plural verb are. And so for the compound subject, which verb is needed? Samantha and Jacob. The answer is C, ride, because ride is the singular form of ride, to ride. So he rides, they ride, so it's ride. So C. Which statement notes the incorrect item in the sentence? The coat and scarf looks very warm, but the wind seems to go right through them. And so this coat and scarf is a plural verb, plural subject, and therefore it takes the plural subject takes a plural verb. And so therefore, this coat and scarf look very warm. It's not this coat and scarf looks very warm. So therefore, the mistake is subject-verb agreement. And so the subject-verb agreement is the incorrect item in this sentence. What are indefinite pronouns? Indefinite pronouns is a word that refers to people that are not specified. And so everyone, nobody, something, that all takes a singular verb. So nobody is perfect. You don't say nobody are perfect. With correlative pronouns like either or, neither nor, takes a singular verb, because or, every time you see the word or, it makes the subject singular. Either Alex or Hannah, therefore it's a singular subject, and therefore a singular subject, Alex or Hannah, takes a singular verb, leads. So the answer to this one is A. A plum or an orange is and are a good snack. And so here you have or, and so the answer is a plum or an orange is a good snack. Consistent verb tense. Do not write verb tenses unnecessarily. If you begin your paper writing in the present tense, do not shift suddenly to the past tense. So if your verbs are in the present, then all other verbs in the sentence has to be in the present. And so here it's incorrect to say the gardener breaks up the hard earth, added peat, blends the soil. Everything's got to be in present tense. Breaks, adds, blends. So everything, that's called consistent verb tense. Dot searched for the $20 bill she hid somewhere in her purse, and so search and had hid are two different tenses. So therefore, the correct answer is consistent verb tense. That's what's wrong with this sentence. And so you need consistent verb tense in your sentence for the sentence to be correct. So the correction to this sentence is Dot searched for the $20 bill she hid somewhere in the purse. So therefore you have simple past and simple past. So you have only one chance to take the week 1 grammar quiz. You are only allowed one attempt, so be sure that you study this PowerPoint presentation first before you take the actual Week 1 grammar quiz. Make sure you can score 100% when you take the practice quiz. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or just go to the inbox in the Canvas classroom to reach me. If you get lost, you can always schedule a Zoom session with me from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. So this ends my video on Quiz 1 prep.